long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not...
Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense set on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, make it just enough to keep the drive alive.
To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out.
He uncorks one deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Off the play fake on first down. Slings it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. Man, it's like that quarterback was stepping around a bunch of bear traps in the pocket. Everywhere he looked, something was trying to grab his leg.
And the coach is going to be like, hey, dude, how do you want my quarterback to be successful if he's got guys falling all over him the whole time and he can't step up and can't even find...
Going over the top. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Trying to take it back. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Right down the middle. It's caught. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. And the Gators headed quickly to the line.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure. And
that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
On the run, it's Wilcox. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He makes the connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground, it's Daniels. Finds a crease at the 20. All kinds of running room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throwing right. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
Yo, that's some bullshit, bro.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal with the 6. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
That
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Daniels. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter. What's the score? Kentucky 24, Florida 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Gators want to move quickly. They'll try the run. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. To the air, it's Lagway. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it's his 4th interception of the night. First down for this offense. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, the running back has it. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Westbrook. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
And the Wildcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When an offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from touchdown Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love these designed runs, goal-to-go situations. Gotta have it. I know I get an extra blocker with now my quarterback running the football, being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the offense. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the grab. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Makes the catch. It's Westbrook. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Handoff to the single back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
And first down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
Touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Big Riptide players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Daniels. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Off play action. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are...
Going to take a shot. And he's got it at the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Keep it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Steps away. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Maryland sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in College Park. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got his man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking for a gap. It's Wilcox. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Power football with the run. At the 45 on its way. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive line back, got the linebacker flags. Man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves at
open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
And he throws another interception. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Extending the play. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Trying play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
play action on first down. Gets rid of it. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gator.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
Florida, 21.
Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On second down, he'll fire. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense.
Kentucky, 48. Florida, 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Lagway. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback checking the play. He'll start this drive firing. Caught behind the line. It's Patterson. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Using his feet. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. Man, adding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a big day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Going up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
Well, the offense is trying to run the football out. They're back in their own end. They're just trying to give them space to operate and to work, but they didn't fool anyone. That defense was ready for it, and they got dominated. Lucky to get tackled at the 1-yard line.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Getting some heat. He's going for it all. He's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. The 40. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The give as they work on that clock.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Westbrook. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. He's at the 21. And the Wildcats had it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
He's going up top here late in the game. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Soft spot in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it.
Lost one deep down the right side. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Brooklyn. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say.
Going for it all. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
That's a 33. And that's good enough for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wants to throw. It's Glagway. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incomplete. He'll take a shot. He caught it. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it! And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that